Atlanta, Georgia, the city too busy to hate, the most liberal city in the South. In the fall of 1906, Atlanta was on the brink of explosion, an explosion of white supremacy. On September 22, 1906, local newspapers ran sensationalized reports of black men assaulting white women. By nightfall, the streets were overrun by thousands of white men ready to attack any black person in sight, seeking to restore racial order through violence and terror. Over 4 days, scores of black men, women, and children were brutalized and killed. None of the killers were ever convicted, and the black community never received so much as an apology from city officials. What's been known as the Atlanta Race Riot of 1906, but what we call the Atlanta Race Massacre, is a mostly forgotten episode. This semester at Emory University, 16 students seek to remember.
Hi, I'm Hank Klibanoff.
And I'm Garrett Turner.
This semester, Garrett and I have been teaching the students in my Georgia Civil Rights Cold Cases class at Emory University.
We've been working together to create an artistic project in response to their research of the 1906 Race Massacre. Each of our 16 students has written a depiction of one moment from the massacre as a scene, short story, or poem. All 16 of those moments were then filmed as dramatic readings by a group of 12 professional actors.
Now, our hope is that these personal and intimate moments will humanize the victims and present a much more complete view of the scope and the impact of those 4 fateful days in Atlanta.
We also hope that these scenes educate our community by helping us remember and commemorate this harrowing, overlooked episode in our history.
Saturday, September 22nd, Atlanta, Georgia, 1906. Barbershop, 27 North Forsyth Street. The sign on the outside of the door reads closed. It's dark outside. William and Eugene are closing the barbershop. William sweeps the hair on the ground into the dustpan. Eugene counts the money from the register.
Yeah, how much did we make today?
$6.
We made 8 last Saturday.
Well, that's just how business works.
It's because of Alonzo Herndon.
William motions across the street to a much fancier black-owned barbershop.
Can you believe it? A black man who only cuts white people's hair.
Well, you got to admit it's pretty smart.
You have a point.
He may have more money, but we have the morals.
A knock on the door.
We're closed.
Please, I really need a haircut.
Joseph, is that you?
Yeah, it's me.
Eugene unlocks the door.
Come on in.
Thank you, Eugene.
Now, what are you doing here so late at night?
I don't mean to intrude, but I have an interview tomorrow.
Oh, that's big news. What kind of job are you applying for?
Not for a job, but college.
Well, you can't go to college with your hair looking like that.
That's what I was thinking, too.
Come on, take a seat. This is a special occasion. I'll make an exception.
I really appreciate your help.
Joseph takes a seat in the barber chair.
Hey, Will.
Good to see you, Joe.
All right. So how's your family doing? I haven't seen your brother here for a while.
He got arrested.
For what?
He was just out looking for work like everyone else, but they picked him up for vagrancy.
Doggone cops.
That's a shame.
That's why I'm thinking college might be a better choice. To sit inside, focus on studying.
Well, what you planning to study?
Chemistry.
So you're going to be a scientist.
That's the plan.
Well, I'll be Dr. Joe. That's what we'll be calling you.
Yeah. There, all done. Take a look.
Eugene hands Joseph a mirror.
Whew, looks great.
Yeah, you'll be ready to impress the college tomorrow.
Any last minute tips?
Eye contact. Don't speak too fast. And make sure you're there early.
I'm a bit nervous.
You'll be just fine.
Did you hear that?
I did.
What's going on?
It looks like something going on outside. Maybe a robbery.
It sounded like broken glass.
It sounds like a big group of people.
Well, that can't be good.
Joseph, why don't you head on out?
Hey, they're headed our way.
Yeah, better to go out back, exit through the theater.
You sure?
Yeah, we got everything under control.
Okay.
And Joseph.
Yes, sir?
It'll be great tomorrow.
Thanks, Eugene.
But we gotta keep trying and keep fighting, play by the rules, and keep hoping for some kind of justice. They can ignore us in the streetcars, ban us from their shops, but they can't keep us totally silent.
Do you really think we can get by just by playing the rules of their game? They indicted 60 men, Priscilla. 60! That ain't playing by the rules. Those white men haven't been playing by any rules since before all the mess in September. I don't know why we keep going through all this just to get disappointed with the results.
I hear you, but we just gotta keep pushing, keep fighting for something.
Keep fighting for what?
What other option do we have, Laura? I have this one opportunity. Shouldn't I take it to finally speak up, to tell the truth of what happened that night? I can tell the jury that Officer Jordan, those two white men came in and shot my brother George when he was already wounded. I, for one, am grateful for the chance to try and help my brother and my husband.
You really think they're gonna listen to you? I'm sorry, Priscilla. I didn't mean to come off so strong. I think these months have just been really getting to me. It's like this never-ending cycle. I'm sorry. I let the anger get the best of me. It's so easy to do that nowadays.
You know I'm tired of all this too. Tired of reading the same stories in the news, hearing the same comments from everyone. I haven't had a good night's sleep since that night in September. Everyone gathered on our lawn, shouting, the officers yelling at us, storming through the bedroom, the gunshots. That night will haunt me for the rest of my life. My life was destroyed that weekend, and I will never get it back. I'll never get my Frank back. He was taken from me when he was standing in that same door you came in through. He was standing in his front door, trying to look over the neighborhood and protect me. Then he was shot. Some white men took my husband from me, and they'll never bring him justice. You know how hard it is to pass through that door? To go into the bedroom where George was? I was trying to take care of him in the bedroom and bring him some kind of peace and comfort. Then that officer burst into my house and shot him twice. How am I supposed to live here when my brother was shot here when my husband was... I'll never get my husband back, Laura. $60 men. You said it yourself. We both know they're playing a game set up for us to lose. But I've spent the past 3 months haunted by that night, and now my family is on trial. And I can't just sit back and let those officers win. I can at least try. Try for George. Try for Frank. You know, Frank was a witness once in a murder trial just like me. He did such a good job testifying. I was so proud of him, too. Now it's my turn. This is my chance to get the truth out there.